Oh, God.
Oh, God. That was good.
So yeah, first and foremost, I just want to say cancel culture does not exist. Every single time when we see someone say on the TL, oh yeah, this person's cancelled, that person's cancelled, it never bangs because everyone's still chatting to them after. So what is the truth? Let's talk about it. Let's get deep into it. You know, when people are out here doing the whole anti-black type of tweets and shit, especially in regards to dark-skinned women, I don't appreciate that. Like, no, for real, what's all that? Like, and the thing is, it's not even that it's just a one-off, yeah. I guarantee I can go on the TL right now, so it's like, oh, you fucking dark-skinned bitches, what? Where? What is it? What is actually it? I'm just seeing hella anti-black, like, and what I need you guys to understand, especially black men, because I feel like, even though other races do it, yeah, but I feel like it starts from the home, okay? So literally, I'm gonna need all of you black men to stop bashing black women. I've had enough of it. I've had enough, and
It's
I need
just
to
tired.
stop. It is. It is.
It's tired.
Do you know what
it's
it is? You just
lame.
be on the phone, yeah, and then you'll just see someone say, you know when you think they're too nice, but
Do you know what? The thing is, it's better now, yeah, because on Twitter in 2012, yeah, I was like, maybe what, 13? I know I'm a big liar. I was not 13 in 2012.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm
Anyway,
over 21,
I was on
so I don't know about
boy,
that.
whatever, maybe 2010, 2012 Twitter. We was in secondary school, let's just say that. We were in secondary school. And you wake up, you know, go on the internet, go ha 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 on Twitter, and it's just like, dark-skinned black girls are so ugly. Dark-skinned black girls don't deserve this. Dark-skinned black girls are this. Dark-skinned black girls are that. Dark-skinned black girls are so ugly. Dark-skinned this. Dark-skinned that. Dark-skinned this. Dark-skinned that. Every single second, it's like, alright, like, we get it.
No, I don't get it.
Actually get it. Like, give it a rest. You hate black women. We've heard you. We've heard you. Like, we don't want to hear it again. I think the worst thing is, though, do you know what it is? You said those tweets, they're disgusting, whatever, but why have you tried to rebrand? Like, why have you now come, I get people grow and their opinions change, but you now come and be like,
People grow in a
dark-skinned black women's skin, yeah? So sweet, but you're telling us we look like charcoal the other day, so I don't really understand. I mean, that's great that you've grown, but I wasn't in secondary school going on the internet cussing dark-skinned black guys.
Okay then.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we all did the comments of, you're blick, and we all know.
You know
it's
what?
bad, we all did it, but we didn't come on the internet. Like, you wouldn't see Twitter those times, yeah? There wasn't a surge of black women saying, he's so dark, he's so ugly.
But you know what? Yeah, in regards to the whole blick thing, I never really understood that, because like, regardless, obviously everyone's black, and I genuinely just felt like if you're doing that, you're actually cussing yourself. So you know, there was one boy I remember in my secondary school, like he was very dark, but he's like, you know, the smooth, nice complexion, Jamaican, and then he'll be here saying, you're fucking black, you black nigga. What's going on? I would ask him like, are you okay? Or he'll be cussing girls, and that's just like, but that's your mum, I don't get it.
With the blick thing, people do that all the time then, because when I was growing up, it was always, Ghanaians are so dark. From someone darker than me, and it's like, Ghanaians are so blick, I'm waiting off the light, you can't see Ghanaians.
Sorry, that light thing was
I was like, what are you even talking about? Because all the dark-skinned people I know aren't even Ghanaians. I don't even know what's going on. What's going on here? But I don't know, to be honest. I just think, like, yeah, when we were all younger, people say a lot of absurd things. But there's one thing on the internet coming and a fellow 12-year-old is saying that. And it's another thing when some of these men were 22.
Yeah, fair.
And I feel like that's what people are trying to highlight. When the tweets resurfaced in the reawakening for like the third time, it was like
in the woodwork.
Do you know what I mean? They're doing, we're younger, and someone's just like, okay, but you were 22.
So you were grown enough
you were grown enough to know that what you were doing was wrong, and you kept doing it, and now you've come to rebrand. And now when people are cancelling you, which we'll get into that, people are cancelling you come to do, but I've apologised though. Just because you apologise, no one has to forgive you.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Honestly, I mean, you know when they say the whole, you need to forgive this person, or, you know, they apologise, they expect you to just accept it. It's not by force. At the end of the day, Like, you're doing that. A lot of them just do it to save face. They don't do it because they actually mean it. And that's
also,
what
just because you've apologised, okay, you've apologised, but when black girls are waking up, come to see that kind of stuff on the internet, you just be like, oh yeah, you know, he was just young. Oh yeah, it's fine.
No, fuck off,
like
mate.
some people had image issues, especially if you're young. Because I was on Twitter since I was like 11 years old, and by then, as a young girl, you're really trying to grow into yourself. You go on the internet, and people are telling you that you deserve to be beaten up because you're dark, and you're going to the street, and boys are calling you blick or saying you're ugly because you're dark. And then they come to say, oh, you know, it was just age, oh, you've got to forgive me.
No, sorry,
you know what? The streets don't forget.
They actually cause a lot of trauma to girls, you know,
all the
PTSD,
time,
yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. Then when black women say stuff like, oh, you know, we don't really feel like we're appreciated, looked appreciated.
Oh,
Guys
for
will be
real.
like, maybe you're not levels, or oh, it's just all in your head. Shut up! Shut up! Like, we just proper don't want to hear it. Like, we proper don't want to hear
All the
it.
time. That's why, you know, when I even came across the tweet today, yeah, and it was talking about the lady in it, that she was beautiful, dark skin, nice face. She's like, oh, considering you're really dark, you have really nice feminine features.
Oh, I saw that
like
tweet.
I had to retweet because I was like, this is mad. And someone else was just like, you see, colorism but favouring on featureism, and it's just like,
There's no winning.
I know, in this time and age, we're in 2020 and you guys are still acting like a fucking idiot, mate. I don't get it.
It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
It does
It
not.
doesn't make sense. Like, why did you have to go through a phase where you hated?
See, black girls,
Black
like, it
girls,
didn't make
like,
sense. That's why,
It
like,
wasn't cool for you.
for real, that's
Yes.
why, even like, you know, when certain girls here, they'll be black as well, and then I remember there was like one girl from my school, she actually ended up bleaching, her skin was peng, she's now lighter than me, it's mad. But, but you know, like, I remember that period where even girls would be cussing themselves, and it's just like, this doesn't make sense to me, because I'm like, you're cussing yourself, you're actually cussing yourself, and you think I'm gonna be here like, I'm black? No, because I'm like, I'm black, I know that, I'm aware, I've accepted myself, so I'm not gonna come and slander my own name, it doesn't make sense. Period. So, you know, and I guess getting into culture.
Well, the cancel culture.
Yeah. So yeah, like now talking on cancel culture. Like
What do you think cancel culture is? Like, when people talk about cancel culture, what do you think that is though?
I feel like it's a failed attempt to to try and say I don't want to speak to you. You know what it reminds me of actually? It reminds me of, you know, when we were in like reception, little babies, and then, you know, you have a child or someone you're like, you know, they're all friends, and then all of a sudden like, I'm not talking to you anymore, and then they're like,
You know, son.
yeah,
I was like,
exactly. And then for a good, probably like 5 to 10 minutes, yeah, the other little child is
just on
crying
the outside.
You get what I mean? And to them it feels like it's 2-3 weeks, but in reality it's only 2 to 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Exactly. And they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I can come back. Yeah, we're friends now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I see cancel culture. It's a joke.
Okay, yeah, but okay, so then what do you think? So when people say they're going to cancel someone, what do you want for that person? Like, what do you want to happen? So let's say I'm cancelling you, yeah, or you want to cancel me. How do you want me to be
What
cancelled?
does that? You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, what does that mean? That's what I'm saying. What does that mean?
Sometimes the problem with social media, people come up with terms and it's just like, when you log off, it means nothing. Do you see what I mean? It's all like,
Cancel, hashtag cancel.
type like a typing man, like a crazy person. And then you log off, yeah. And what does it mean? Just be like, oh, I was cancelled on the internet today.
Because it's true, it doesn't make
mean
sense.
anything. It doesn't mean things. I get the sentiment of cancel culture. I guess the idea is that
You stop talking to them.
no,
Everyone's gonna
it's when it happens to ordinary people, when it's just like, well, who even are you for us to be cancelling you? But I guess when it's for like influencers or celebrities, the idea is that like we don't want to give your money. We don't give you money anymore. We don't put money in your pocket. We want to give you the attention that you need to succeed, and that's what people want people to be cancelled by. And when people are like, cancel culture is so toxic. And what you were doing in order to be cancelled is probably more toxic than the cancel culture. So I don't really know why you're coming to cry. Like,
going on?
you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't think it's effective. I don't.
It's not.
I don't think it works.
No, it doesn't. Because all of the men that were cancelled, they're coming back. They're making their way.
They've been
slowly
coming
back
back.
onto
The
the
people that are
scene.
hosting events that people go
Oh.
to. We even go to. Do you know what
I mean, I don't know about me. But...
Like, it's just, cancel culture is like, it honestly feels like it only exists on the internet. But then again, can you truly cancel someone generally though? Because I guess for me, if we take R. Kelly for example, and people talk about cancel culture, blah blah blah.
I mean, they cancel not listening to him.
Yeah, exactly. Then that's cancel culture. That's
But it's
cancel
not-
culture for you.
But at the same time, people still listen to songs that he has produced.
But they don't know. For example, if I don't have any R. Kelly songs on my phone, yeah.
Me neither.
And when I found out R. Kelly wrote a song, it is painful, but I would never play that song again. Like, I would never play. Do you know what it is? Do you know what song? I don't want to say it, I don't give me money. That's it. I'm just waiting. But what I'm saying is that, so cancel culture is a personal thing, I guess. But I guess maybe the problem is, yeah, like people want, like if I decide to cancel you, it needs to be like, rah. So no one else is gonna cancel Tony. Damn, cancel culture is just some BS.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
It's
And at
for
the end of the
everybody
day,
to, like-
yeah, at the end of the day, it's got to be a personal choice. People that want to cancel said person cancel said person. Do you know what I mean?
By your own.
Like,
And
like,
you know,
by
you don't
yourself.
actually have to broadcast it to the world if you think.
I'm cancelling so.
And then everyone, exactly, everyone jumps on the bandwagon like, yeah.
I know you typing like
Exactly. Nah, the whole answer that this you, bro. This you. Question mark. Game over.
Do you know what made me laugh? When the person that was doing this you got this you. It's just like, what are you not doing? I guess because I deal with the people complaining about cancel culture because for some people it just becomes entertainment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what do you expect from the internet? Like, people like to move as if like Twitter especially is this sort of great forum for serious discussions. Loads of us are just here for entertainment.
Good time.
And we're here for
exactly.
good time.
I'm just here to retweet funny stuff. You know.
Honestly, like when there's scandals, people try to make it serious. And like, oh, you people just want to have a laugh and ruining it. Yeah, that's what the internet does. There are trolls. There are trolls on the internet.
They make me laugh.
Like, what do you do? Like, what do you like? Honestly, I don't get it.
At all.
I don't get it.
And then it's even like you have the enablers, like you know the women that will enable them. We're going back to the anti-blackness now. So they'll be enabling them as though they're not dark skin as well. And like, oh my gosh, you're so fucking funny.
It was never funny. It's like I can't believe you just said this. Whatever that damn typing thing is.
I see that now. I started incorporating that.
That's stupid doing that.
You know exactly how
that's what you were in school, just get on the keyboard. Like, stop it.
You know that's
they do that all the time.
yeah, like
a bunch of birds.
It's like,
like the people. I think the worst thing is seeing like other dark-skinned black women tap dancing for guys who are saying that dark-skinned black women deserve to be beaten up. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, I think they feel like they're absolved. Like, oh, it's not about
absolved
me.
from the whole
Sis, it's about
situation.
you too, babe.
Period.
You're not better than the rest of the
And you know,
love.
one thing that irritates me is like when guys will say, oh, but not you though. But what the fuck you're saying is about me? So what does that even mean? If we were to like fall out or have an argument tomorrow, you're gonna be like, oh, you fucking bitch, that's about you too. Do you get me? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's true.
Nah.
It brings enablers though. It's because they're friends, isn't it?
No,
so
fuck
you always try to excuse your friends'
No.
trash behaviour.
No.
But the thing is, the problem with it is that like you've come on the
I
internet.
never checked them.
You've come on the internet, yeah, to tell us like rub your friends, because people need to remember that we won't know anything you didn't put out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if they're your friends behind the screen, we don't know that. But you've come to tell us, ordinary people, oh yeah, so says my bestie, blah blah blah. They get exposed for doing anti-black tweets for years on the same TL you've been on, and then you come to tell us that you didn't see it.
It's a lie.
Just shush.
And you know what's funny? They say they didn't see it, but they were the ones
Under
their
the comments.
So
So
what is the truth?
What's the truth?
And it's like, I feel like people just need to hold their people accountable for the stuff that they've done.
But on the flip side though, I saw someone's point, it was like, do you know, people want people to drag their friends on the TL.
No, not on the TL, but speak to them like, yo.
People say people are saying that they speak to them in private, like they've been speaking to them in private.
But some of them, I feel like it's a lie. Like, you know, there's some people that they know they do that shit, but they just Ray Charles it until it gets to a point where, you know, there's a whole big backlash online. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I didn't know it was like this. I'm so sorry. This thing has kind of affected me too. So I'm gonna come up to it some time. Like, fuck off, mate.
Do you know what, yeah? Maybe it's just because I'm chaotic, yeah? But I'm not gonna lie, when it's like this, I want to see you denounce your friend in public. Yeah, no, I want to see, because when it's like comments like, I don't know, black girls shouldn't wear red lipstick.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that's like, you shouldn't be saying that, but I can excuse. But with the whole Twitter cancelling thing, it's been some outrageous comments. Like,
outrageous.
I don't know why you would hesitate to be like, not gonna lie, yes, this person's my friend, but after this situation, especially if you're an ordinary person, I can't lie, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you're an influencer, a YouTuber, or someone where like you've got a platform, like your fan base is black women, we're asking, not even asking you, like, it's common decency to try and distance yourself. Because, for example, the problem is, because when it's stuff like, when it's that Jeffree Star guy, right? People are so quick to be like, oh, anyone who's worked with him needs to call him out. And we all ask for it, do you know what I mean? We all say, oh, if you've worked with him, you need to call him out, you need to denounce him publicly. But all of a sudden, when it's you and your friends, it doesn't apply to you. Like, keep up the same energy. If you can call it out on someone else,
True.
be able to call it out when it's your own situation, when you're in that position.
True.
Simple.
No,
Simple.
like, right?
It's not hard.
At all.
like, I don't, this cancel culture, it's just like, what do people even mean? Like, I don't know anyone who's successfully been cancelled.
Samesies. I don't know anyone that's been cancelled, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people say they're been cancelled. I don't know anyone who's been cancelled so much that, you know, their career is never ever the same
Like,
again.
it's a lie. The only thing that will happen is they will go and say, oh, I'm sorry, then they'll deactivate, come back in like 2-3 weeks, probably put their account on locked for a good month, and then come back, hey, yeah, you know, oh, yeah, events this, events that,
Yeah.
oh, laugh with everyone until you're like, nothing had happened.
Nothing happened. That's just that's what I keep saying. Like, internet is weird, yeah, because it's real and it's not real at the same time.
Yeah.
It's real in the sense that it's real loser people logging in to kind of do loserish shit. But it's not right because it's just like, it's just people creating a fake persona.
That's the
It's just like,
no, that's what that thing pisses me off. At least I mean I can say the way I act on the TL is completely the same as to how I am in person. Like there'll be people that you genuinely know and they're here acting like they're one of these, you know, those not.
I don't know what
you know when they create this persona where it's like, but you're not fucking like that.
I literally say it's like they go onto their computer, yeah, and they put a sticky note like, remember to be this person when you log on.
I'm telling
and they log on
you.
and they start acting like that person.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's weird.
Honestly, I feel like it must be exhausting because that's what you have. You know, you have to be extra hard as to how I'm gonna come
And
across
then
as
they do
this
stupid
person.
stuff like, oh, this tweet is off brand, but who are you? You're not a brand, babe. You're an ordinary person. Like, this tweet is off brand because you want to bring
Like
the
the
real
rest of us.
persona.
Like, you know,
like, shut up.
You know what I'm saying? You have to look at the person because you're just like, I know you're a person. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's just like, honestly, I just sometimes just leave people to it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't really know who this is for. It's strange.
It's odd. It really is.
It's strange.
Y'all need to do better, man. Doing all the loserous shit online.
Right? Y'all some losers.
Y'all some losers.
Oh, let me do it the other way. So it comes as an actual L.
As my good sis would always say, the streets never forget.
The streets don't forget. The North remembers. We always remember. That's what one thing I have to say to people when they tweet, yeah. Put stuff on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. What you put on the internet stays there. Like, people try and do, my favorite thing is when people try and delete it. It's
Yeah,
like, the screenshots have been taken.
I think from time ago.
When people drag up people's old tweets, yeah, it'll be like 6th of March 2012. Because you're thinking you're doing bits by deleting it. It's there, people have seen it. Be mindful what you're tweeting.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why people try and use this, oh, I didn't know. We've been on the internet for ages.
I'm telling you.
I had Bieber and MySpace, the whole lot of it, and I still know that what I was typing was gonna be there. Do you know what I mean?
Literally. You have to be wise.
Like, just be wise, be sensible about what you're doing.
Exactly. But then, you know, a lot of them don't have sense, so it's okay.
That's true. Or they think they could just rebrands are my favourite, and people try to rebrand.
Yeah. Ooh.
Because it's the streets really do remember. You can rebrand all you like, yeah. And when people bring stuff up, you try and do, oh my gosh, I don't recognise that person. It's you. It's you, my love. It's you. You might not remember, but the streets remember. The streets don't forget, babe. Remember that.
Period.
Period. All in all, if someone has said something or done some stuff on the internet, questionable stuff that you think deserves to be cancelled, my love, cancel them. Cancel them for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, cancel them for yourself. If you want to rile up the masses, by all means, but don't come and turn around and say, cancel them! You just cancel them for yourself and just, that's what you can do. Yeah.
You only have control over yourself, so, you know, do what you gotta do. Yeah, and that concludes this segment, but we'll be back with another one. Praise. Oh, we're doing a bit. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
What we did?
Let's go forget it. We'll do it for the other video.